Hello students, this is the 21st and last part of our second semester's second one-act play, and that is the Dear Departed, which is written by Stanley Hawkins. So open your books, page number 154. On this page number, dialogue number 7. From this we are going to start today. Now listen carefully. Abel. So you would like to have me again lazy? So Abel, that grandpa, that old person, said to Mrs. Jordan that you would like to have me in your home. Mrs. Jordan, you know we are ready for you to make your home with us and as long as you please. So Mrs. Jordan said that we are always ready to take you in our home and we will try to make that home as your own home. You will feel there. Then Abel, what do you say to that, Millie? Then Abel said to Mrs. Slater that Millie, what do you say about this? Mrs. Slater, all I can say is that Elizabeth changed her mind in the last 2 years. Rising grandfather, do you know what the quarrel between us was about? After that, Mrs. Slater said that Elizabeth has changed her mind from last 2 years. That time the grandfather rising and said that what is the topic, what is the subject of a quarrel argument between you? Do you know about that? Mr. Jordan, Emily, don't be a fool, sit down. After that, Emily, Mr. Jordan said to Emily, it means Mrs. Slater, that don't stand up, sit down, and don't be a fool, don't talk rubbish. Mrs. Slater, no, if I am not have him, he shan't either. So Mrs. Slater said, if I am not having that grandpa in my home, so you will not also get that old person, that father towards your home. We quarreled because quarrel it means fight or argue, angry argument. Because Elizabeth said she wouldn't take you off your hands at any price. So we quarreled because Elizabeth said she wouldn't take you off your hands at any price. So we are quarreling, we are arguing here. This is not the matter that when Elizabeth said that at any price she will take you towards her home. She said she had enough of you to last a lifetime and we had got to keep you. So she had lots of time with you, but we haven't. You just came here and therefore you have to spend more time with us now. After that, Abel, that old person said, it seems to me that neither of you has any cause to feel proud about the way you have treated me. So Abel said that according to you, whatever you are talking with each other, according to that, you didn't have any kind of respect about me and you haven't treated me nicely. This is the this is the result conclusion of your argument. Mrs. Slater, if I have done anything wrong, I am sorry for it. After that, suddenly Mrs. Slater said, if I have done anything wrong, so I am sorry for that. Mr. Jordan, I can't say more than that too. Mr. Jordan said that I can't say more than that too. It means I am also very sorry if I have done anything wrong. After that, Abel, it's a bit late to say it now. You neither of you cared to put up with me. So Abel said, it's too late. Both of you haven't taken any care about me, haven't shown any kind of respect about me, and you didn't like to keep me at your home. Mrs. Slater and Mrs. Jordan, no, grandpa. Mrs. Slater and Mrs. Jordan together both said that grandpa, no, you are getting wrong. After that, Abel, that grandfather, that old person said, you both say that because of what I have told you about leaving my money, Well, since you don't want me, I shall go to someone that does. So Abel said that when I told you that I will leave my whole money, or I will give my whole money to the person at whose home I will die. So from that moment, you want to take me to your home, both of you. Then Ben, come, Mrs. Meriwether, you have got to live with one of your daughters. So Ben said to that old person that Mr. Meriwether, come and live with any daughter of you. You have only two choices. Either you have to live with Mrs. Jordan or Mrs. Light. I will tell you what, I will tell you what I have got to do. After that, I will say that I am going to tell you that what I have got to do. On Monday next, I have got to do three things. So next Monday, I am going to do three things. I have got to go to the lawyers and alter my will. Alter it means change. So next Monday, I will go towards my lawyer and I will change my will. I have got to go to the insurance office and pay my premium, and I have got to go to the Saint Philip's Church and get married. And after that, I will go to the Saint Philip's Church and there I will get married with a lady. Ben and Henry, what? Ben and Henry shocked after hearing that this old person is going to get married with one lady. So they were shocked and they said, what? Mrs. Jordan get married? She was also shocked. Mrs. Slater, he is out of his sense. Mrs. Slater said that he lost his control of his mind. He is just madly, foolishly talking anything, whatever coming into his mind. General consternation. Consternation it means anxiety and dismay at something unexpected. So they haven't expected that this old person, this father, this grandfather going to marry with one lady. So after hearing that he is going to marry on Monday, next Monday, so everyone was shocked. Abel, I say I am going to get married. Mrs. Slater, what to, who to? After that, Mrs. Slater asked that who is that lady with whom you are going to marry? Abel. To Mrs. John Shorrocks, who keeps the ring bell. We have had it fixed up a good while now, but I was keeping it for a pleasant surprise. So he said that I am going to marry with Mrs. John Shorrocks, and she and I have fixed this secret thing, and I wanted to give a pleasant surprise, therefore I haven't told you about it. He rises. It means that old person, that grandpa, rises from his chair, stand up. I felt I was a bit of a burden to you. He said that I am feeling that I am a burden on you. So I found someone who would think it a pleasure to look after me. So therefore I found someone, and that is the Mrs. John Sherlock lady, that she will pleasantly, happily take care of me. We shall be very glad to see you at the ceremony. So it means Mrs. John Shorrocks and I, we will be very happy if you came there in that marriage ceremony. He gets to the door. After that, he goes near to the door. Till tomorrow then. So he said that tomorrow, till Monday then, at Monday, we will see you. 12 o'clock at Saint Philip Church. So that ceremony will start at 12 o'clock in that Saint Philip Church. Opening the door. After that, the old person opens the door. It's a good thing you brought that bureau downstairs, Melly. And after that, he says, opening the door, that Melly, Mrs. Slatter's name is Emily, he said to her daughter, that Melly, it's a good thing that you brought that drawer, that cupboard, or that bureau downstairs. It will be handier. Handier, it means more easy or simple to use or carry. So he said that it's a good thing that you brought that bureau downwards or downstairs, because that it will be very easy for me, simple for me to carry or use that drawer, that bureau to that church. To carry across to the Ringo Bell on Monday. So I will carry this bureau towards the Ringo Bell on Monday in that marriage ceremony. So in this way, he goes out, that old person goes out of that home, and the curtain falls, and the curtain of that stage goes down or falls down. So students, in this way, this last part and this second one I play ends here. So we are going to stop here. Have a good day to all of you. Thank you very much.